Okay, good afternoon. We're back with Numbers chapter 5. Purity in Israel's camp. The Lord gave these instructions to Moses. Command the people of Israel to remove anyone from the camp who has a contagious skin disease or discharge or who has been defiled by touching a dead person. This applies to men and women alike. Remove them so they will not defile the camp where I live among you. So the Israelites did just as the Lord had commanded Moses and removed such people from the camp. But then the Lord said to Moses, Give these instructions to the people of Israel. If any of the people, men or women, betray the Lord by doing wrong to another person, they are guilty. They must confess their sin and make full restitution for what they have done, adding a penalty of 20% and returning it to the person who was wronged. If the person who is wronged is dead, and there is no near relatives to whom restitution can be made, it belongs to the Lord and must be given to the priest, along with a ram of atonement. All the sacred gifts that Israelites bring to a priest will belong to him. Each priest may keep the sacred donations that he receives. Protecting marital fulfillment. And the Lord said to Moses, Say to the people of Israel, Suppose a man's wife goes astray and is unfaithful to her husband. Suppose she sleeps with another man, but there is no witness, and she was not caught in the act. If her husband becomes jealous and suspicious of his wife, even if she has not defiled herself, the husband must bring his wife to the priest with an offering of 2 quarts of barley flour to be presented on her behalf. Do not mix it with olive oil or frankincense, for it is a jealousy offering, and offering to inquire to find out if she is guilty. The priest must then present her before the Lord. He must take some holy water in a clay jar and mix it with the dust from the tabernacle floor. When he has presented her before the Lord, he must unbind her hair, place the offering of inquiry, the jealousy offering, in her hands to determine whether or not her husband's suspicions are justified. The priest will stand before her, holding the jar of bitter water that brings a curse to those who are guilty. The priest will put the woman under oath and say to her, If no man has slept with you, and you have not defiled yourself by being unfaithful, may you be immune from the effects of this bitter water that causes the curse. And if you have gone astray while under your husband's authority and defiled yourself by sleeping with another man, at this point the priest must put the woman under this oath. Then may then may the people see that the Lord's curse is upon you when he makes you infertile. Now may this water that brings the curse enter your body and make you infertile, and the woman will be required to say, Yes, let it be so, and then the priest will write these curses on a piece of leather and wash them off into the bitter water. He will then make the woman drink the bitter water, so it may bring on the curse and cause bitter suffering in cases of guilt. Then the priest will take the jealousy offering from the woman's hand, lift it up before the Lord, and carry it to the altar. He will then take a handful as a token of portion and burn it on the altar. Then he will require the woman to drink the water. If she has defiled herself by being unfaithful to her husband, the water that brings a curse will cause bitter suffering. She will become infertile, and her name will become a curse word among her people. If she has not defiled herself and she is pure, she will be unharmed and will still be able to have children. This is the ritual law for dealing with jealousy, and if a woman defiles herself by being unfaithful to her husband, or if a man is overcome with jealousy and suspicion that his wife has been unfaithful, the husband must present his wife before the Lord, and the priest will apply this entire ritual to her. The husband will be innocent of any guilt in this matter, but his wife will be held accountable for her sin. Okay, Numbers chapter 6. Nazirite laws. Then the Lord said to Moses, Speak to the people of Israel and give them these instructions. If some of the people, either men or women, take the special vow of a Nazirite, setting themselves apart to the Lord in a special way, they must give up wine and other alcoholic drinks. They must not use vinegar made from wine. They must not drink other fermented drinks or fresh grape juice, and they must not eat grapes or raisins as long as they are bound by their Nazirite vow. They are not allowed to eat or drink anything that comes from a grapevine, not even the grape seeds or skins. They must never cut their hair throughout the time of their vow, for they are holy and set apart as the Lord. That is why they must let their hair grow long. And they may not go near a dead body during the entire period of their vow to the Lord, even if their own father, mother, brother, or sister has died. They must not defile the hair on their head because it is a symbol of their separation to God. This applies as long as they are separate to the Lord, set apart to the Lord. If their hair is defiled because someone suddenly falls dead beside them, they must wait for 7 days and then shave their heads. Then they will be cleansed from their defilement. On the 8th day they must bring 2 turtle doves or 2 young pigeons to the priest at the entrance of the tabernacle. The priest will offer one of the birds for a sin offering and the other for a burnt offering. In this way he will make atonement for the guilt they acquired from the dead body. Then they must renew their vow that day and let their hair begin to grow again. Oh, excuse me. The days of their vow that were completed before their defilement no longer count. They must rededicate themselves to the Lord for the full term of their vow, and each must bring a 1-year-old male for a guilt offering. This is the ritual law of the Nazarites. At the conclusion of their time of separation as Nazarites, they must each go to the entrance of the tabernacle and offer these sacrifices to the Lord: a 1-year-old male lamb without defect for a burnt offering, a 1-year-old female lamb without defect for a sin offering, a ram without defect for a peace offering, a basket of bread made without yeast, cakes of choice flour mixed with olive oil, and wafers spread with olive oil, along with their prescribed grain offerings and drink offerings. The priest will present these offerings before the Lord. First the sin offering and the burnt offering, then the ram for a peace offering, along with the basket of bread made without yeast. The priest must also make the prescribed grain offering and drink offering. Then the Nazarites will shave their hair at the entrance of the tabernacle and put it on the fire beneath the peace offering sacrifice. After each Nazarite's head had been shaved, the priest will take for each of them the boiled shoulder of the ram, 1 cake made without yeast, and 1 wafer made without yeast, and put them all on the Nazarite's hands. The priest will then lift the gifts up before the Lord in a gesture of offering. These are holy portions for the priest, along with the breast and thigh pieces that were lifted up before the Lord. After the ceremony, the Nazarites may again drink wine. This is the ritual law of the Nazarites. If any of the Nazarites have vowed to give the Lord anything else beyond what is required by their normal Nazarite vow, they must fulfill their special vow exactly as they have promised. The priestly blessing. Then the Lord said to Moses, instruct Aaron and his sons to bless the people of Israel with this special blessing. May the Lord bless you and protect you. May the Lord smile on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord show you his favor and give you his peace. This is how Aaron and his sons will designate the Israelites as my people, and I myself will bless them. Okay, I'll be back later with chapter 7.